Welcome to the Old Time Radio Westerns. I'm your host, Andrew Rines, and let's get into this episode. This episode is going to be The Lone Ranger. Original air date is June 13th, 1945, and the title is Blood on the Land. Let's get into it, and thanks for listening.
A cloud of dust and a hearty Hail Silver, the Lone Ranger. With his faithful Indian companion Tonto, the masked rider of the plains led the fight for law and order in the early western United States. The stories of his strength and courage, his daring and resourcefulness have come down to us through the generations. And nowhere in the pages of history can one find a greater champion of justice. Return with us now to those thrilling days of yesteryear. From out of the past and the thundering hoofbeats of the great horse Silver, the Lone Ranger rides again.
Come on, Silver! Let's go, big fellow! I'm Silver!
The sun had long since sunk behind the towering peaks of Sawtooth Range. The rich, rolling bottomland of Cottonwood Basin was a vast expanse of heavy shadow. It was there that the Lone Ranger and Tonto reined their horses to a sudden halt.
Why we stop here, Kimasabi? Make camp on prairie?
Steady, big fella. No, Tonto, I thought I saw... Yes. See that light just beyond those trees to the left? It's getting brighter.
Looked like plenty big campfire.
Fire, all right. Not that kind. We'll soon find out. Come on, Silver.
Get him up, Scout.
Silver,
Big fire. Farmhouse burned down.
I think it's been set on fire purposely, Tonto. Steady, big fella. Come on, we can move closer without being seen.
There. Now let that be a lesson to all of you nesters. You're squatting on Diamond D cattle range. Get off. You burn our homes, ruin our crops, and then tell us to get out. Isn't there any law in this country? Sure there's a law. You're trespassing on cattle.
We are not. The land's free. We're homesteading here. It belongs to us as much as it does to Anson King or any other cattle rancher.
Guess you didn't hear right well. I said this is Diamond D range. We don't want you here. We'll keep on burning your shack till you get out.
It ain't fair. You and your cowpunchers have burned everything I own. Now I've got no place to go, and with a wife and 2 kids.
Should have thought of that before you come out here.
I speak for all of us, and I say to you that verily the wrath of the Lord shall reap vengeance upon
Wait a
you.
minute, Isaac.
Watch out, Turk. That old Jesus reaching for a gun.
I'm watching
You
him.
can't rob and
You're
burn
asking for it,
and-
Grandpa. Isaac, are you hurt bad?
Just my shoulder, but it's bleeding bad.
I think I'll plug a couple more to you, sodbuster. Maybe it'll teach you to
I
stay off
wouldn't do
of
it if I were you.
Masked. A masked outlaw siding with the Nesters. Who is he? Who's the masked man? I saw him before. Where'd you dirt scratchers rustle him from? Trying to scare us with a mask. Maybe you'd like a little of the same thing that I gave. No!
I warned you not to use that gun again. Now get on your horses and ride. All of you.
Listen, stranger. You think one lucky shot's going to...
I said ride.
Go on. Get I don't know who you are, but all of us farmers are sure grateful.
The man who was shot. Is his wound serious?
Oh, it's a lot of blood. You'll be all right. That right, Isaac?
Blood on the land. Our land. And it's just like the good book says. The land can never be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it.
Don't mind Isaac. He's always quoting the Bible.
How about the man whose cabin was burnt? Can the rest of you take care of him and his family until he can rebuild?
Sure. Men like as not, Vern Pomeroy will make a loan to build another place. He's helped us before.
Who's Vern Pomeroy?
Land agents. Just about the best friend us farmers have got.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. Come on, Toto.
Hey, wait a minute. I want to see.
Oh, that's plenty bad. Farmer fellas have house burns.
Steady, big fella. Trouble is becoming more common all the time. Cattlemen resent the farmers, and the farmers resent the cattlemen.
Well, West, big place. They both live here.
Of course, Toto. But in the meantime, it's just as that old man said back there. There's blood on the land.
Come on, Silver. Get him up, Scout.
The broad acres of the Diamond D spread over most of the Cottonwood Basin. It was part of Anson King's dream that someday his son Johnny would be as proud of the ranch as he was. In the meantime, Johnny had other interests. Interests that Kelly, the Diamond D foreman, knew about.
Hello, Kelly. I was thinking
Howdy, Johnny. Your dad wants to... Say, look at him.
What's the matter?
Kind of slicked up pretty, ain't you, kid? Going courting?
Maybe.
Who is it, Johnny? That Afton girl who's nesting down on Clear Creek?
You mean Clara? Well, what if it is?
Oh, nothing. Except her pa's a nester on Diamond D Range.
That's not her fault. I'm going to talk to Dad about it anyway.
Terp Slaughter and some of the boys fired a few nester shacks last night.
Yeah, I heard about it. And I heard the Terp got a slug in his hand with the nester stick to masked outlaw on him.
Yeah.
Say, did you say Dad wanted to see me?
Vern Pomeroy, the land agent's in there talking to him now. You know how that makes the old man feel.
Yeah. If Pomeroy's in there, I'll wait a while.
Pomeroy, you know as well as I do. Those nesters haven't any right to be on my range.
They have a legal right, Mr. King. The government says any American citizen can homestead 600 acres and have...
a lot of sodbusters, dirt scratchers.
And their homesteads are all registered legal and proper in my office, Mr. King. There's nothing I can do about it.
Well, as long as there's only 6 or 7 families, they stay down the valley close to Clear Creek. Guess I might as well let them stay.
Yeah, good. I'm glad you feel that way. I was...
Oh, excuse me, Dad. I thought that...
It's all right, Johnny. Pomeroy and I have finished the business.
Yes, of course. I'll be getting along. Oh, by the way, Mr. King, are you riding toward Cottonwood Canyon this afternoon?
Aye, Mike. Why?
Well, after what happened last night, some of the nesters, I mean farmers, might, well, be careful.
I can take care of myself.
All right. Adios.
Kelly said you wanted to see me, Dad.
Yeah. What's this I hear about you courting one of those nester girls?
Well, I guess you mean Clara Afton. Her pa's a widower. Clara keeps house for him. You'll like her, Dad, even if her pa is a nester. She's
Johnny,
really...
I believe in young folks living their own lives. But I don't like nesters. And they don't like me.
Clara's different. She's
That's where you're heading now? Down to Clear Creek?
Unless you have something for me to do.
No, go ahead. I'm riding out to Cottonwood. Want to make sure no more of those sod-busting critters light up my range.
I'll see you at supper time.
Sure, Dad. And before the week's over, I want you to meet Clara.
Ho, ho! Steady, boy. Hi, Clara.
Hello, Johnny. I'm glad you came over. Did you hear about what happened last night? Chris Larkin's cabin was burned and they
Yeah, I know. It was Terp Slaughter and some of Dad's line riding crew, wasn't it?
I think so. I wasn't there. Oh, Johnny, if there were only some way to make your father and men like him understand
Sure, I know how you feel, Clara. And I agree with you, but Dad's an old-time cattleman. He thinks
that the world was created especially for his cows.
No, it's not that. It's just that, well, cattlemen and farmers have different ways of looking at things. Dad's not nearly as mean and inhuman as you think he is.
I'm sure he isn't. Oh, Johnny, the West is so big, so rich, and so good. There's room enough for everybody.
That's going to be part of our job, honey. Making Dad realize that. Say, would a kiss be out of the question right now?
Oh, Johnny. Won't it be wonderful when everyone learns that this country belongs to the people, no matter what they do?
Yeah.
They can live together, work together. There'll be no more blood on the land.
Gee, you sound like that friend of your pa's who's always quoting the Bible.
True, Johnny. And if you and I can just be able to... Well, who's this coming?
Don't know. Looks like Kelly, Dad's foreman. Terp Slaughter's riding with him. Well, you gents out riding for your health?
No, Johnny. We come after you.
What's the matter?
Might as well give it to you straight. Your dad's been shot, ambushed out in Cottonwood Canyon about an hour ago.
Dad? Shot? He's not...
Yes, he's dead, Johnny. From all the signs, it was a Nestor's bullet that killed him.
Johnny,
Is your father around, ma'am?
No. Pa's not here. He went hunting.
Went hunting, huh?
Clara, I'm going back home. I'll see you later.
Of course. I'm so sorry, Johnny. Please let me know if I can help in any way.
He'll let you know, all right. Come on, kid. Let's ride.
The following afternoon, Johnny returned to the little homestead on Clear Creek.
Whoa! Whoa! Steady, boy.
Hello, Johnny.
Can I speak to your father, Clara?
He isn't here, Johnny. He didn't come home last night. I'm so worried.
Yesterday you said he went hunting. Did he say where?
Why, out by Cottonwood, I guess.
I see. My dad was murdered yesterday. Murdered by a Nestor.
How can you be sure of that?
He was shot in the back, killed by a round rifle ball from an old-fashioned squirrel rifle. Your pa's got one.
Oh, Johnny, how can you think that
I had a long talk with Kelly and Turp and the boys at the ranch. We all agreed that every Nestor on the Diamond D range must be off by tomorrow, or we'll burn down your shacks.
You mean...
You heard me. You and your pa are no better than the rest.
Johnny, I can hardly believe you're saying this with no more evidence than you have.
When your pa comes back, if he does come back, remember what I've said. I'm giving you a better break than you deserve.
But, Johnny, you can't do it. You can't push us off our land.
It's my land, Nestor.
We're staying right here. Cowboy.
You've got till tomorrow at sundown. Get it, boy.
Johnny.
The Lone Ranger and Tonto had made camp in a wooded gulch near Cottonwood Canyon. It was late that afternoon when they noticed a small cave not far from their campsite.
We need fresh water, Tonto. That cave over there might have a spring in it. Undergrowth is thick near the entrance. Generally a pretty good sign of water.
This cave much bigger than we think.
Yeah,
That's you, Isaac?
Someone back there.
Isaac Blake?
No, we're not who you...
Stand right where you are. Don't make a move.
It isn't necessary to
I
hold...
can't see very well, but I can tell there's two of you. Now get your hands up. I've got you under my rifle sight.
Do what he says, Toto.
Isaac said there was a posse on my trail. Well, you found me. But you won't live to tell anybody about it.
The curtain falls on the first act of our Lone Ranger story. Before the next exciting scenes, please permit us to pause for just a few moments. Now to continue our story. Threatened by a rifle in the hands of a man they could hardly see in the cave's darkness, the Lone Ranger and Tonto played for time.
Move behind me, Tonto, when I walk forward.
Don't start whispering any schemes, because
I just want you to be sure you know who you're killing. That's all.
And stay back there. Don't come any closer.
You see, without seeing us, you can't...
Oh, what the... Where did that come from?
The light in your eyes is liable to play tricks on you. Especially when we duck under your rifle sight.
Right. An Injun. Oh, my leg. Don't touch my leg.
Watch out, Tonto. He may be injured. Bring him out into the light so we can see.
Yes. No, please don't hurt my leg.
We won't hurt you.
No.
There. Now, what's wrong with your leg?
Mask. I didn't figure that you were... Why, you're the same fellow who sighted us when Anson King's punchers burned Chris Larkin's house. How did you
That's a rather crude splint you have on your leg. What happened?
It's busted, I guess. Fell yesterday afternoon.
In this cave?
Oh, down the trail. About a mile from here.
Well, how did you manage to get this far?
Isaac Blake found me. Brought me here for a hideout.
Why should an injured man hide out?
Posse looking for me. Every puncher in the Diamond D Ranch figures I dry gulched their boss yesterday.
Diamond D? That's Anson King. Is he dead?
I guess he is. But I didn't kill him.
You're a farmer, aren't you?
Name's Sam Afton. I've got a little place down on Clear Creek.
I see. And who's Isaac Blake?
Don't you remember him? He's the one who got shot and said the Lord would wreak vengeance.
Oh, yes. So Anson King has been murdered. All the homesteaders are under suspicion.
Yeah, me in particular. Because they say he was killed with a squirrel gun like mine.
If you're innocent, the law will prove it.
Law? Law. You saw what happened to Chris Larkins. The only law around here is a cowpuncher with a .45.
But you can't hide out forever. You need a doctor to take care of that leg.
Ike's bringing my daughter up here. She'll fix my leg. And we're going home. Settle this thing once and for all.
How?
Fight fire with fire. Lead with lead. Isaac says it's in the Bible that way. An eye for an eye and a...
Range war. That won't solve anything.
Listen, mister. We'll be fighting for our homes. Homes that are legally ours. And no cowpuncher's big enough to stop us.
I've been so worried ever since Isaac told me this. Oh.
Sam, who are these? Max.
Don't worry, Ike. Don't worry. It's the same gent who helped us before. Remember?
Sure.
What's going on down in the valley?
Oh, they burned out 4 more farms today. Hank Mercer, Childress, Dan Fisher, and Perry.
Dirty sneaking.
And Johnny King told me that we had till sundown, then they'll burn our place.
Johnny? He told you? And after the way he's been hanging around our farm for the last 3 months, shining up to you.
I hate him.
Yeah, two-faced polecat, just like his father. I wish I had killed Anson King.
The time has come, Sam, to rally the forces of Gideon and go forth.
May I ask a question?
You've got as much right as anybody else, stranger.
If you didn't kill Anson King, who did kill him?
What difference does that make?
Quite a bit.
I wouldn't put it past one of his own punchers.
That's exactly what Mr. Pomeroy said when I told him about it today.
Mr. Pomeroy?
Yeah, land agent. I told you he's the one who loaned us money so we can get our crops planted.
I see.
Even though you're an outlaw, stranger, you helped us once. Will you lend your guns and your skill again?
Not my guns, but I may be able to help. Come on, Tonto.
I wonder who he is.
There's no way of telling, Clara. Besides, we've got a war to fight. Help me up.
Kimasabi?
I want you to ride over to the Diamond D, Tonto. Johnny King is using all of his punches for a raiding party. You can join them without being noticed.
Steady, big fella.
I want to know what they're going to do.
Me find out.
I'm going into town and have a talk with the sheriff. Meet me back here.
Come on, Silver. Get on, Scout.
Guess I should have told you I was in this territory. I didn't think it was necessary.
Well, I'm always glad to see you. Any way I can help?
I suppose you know that Diamond D cowpunchers have burned down 4 or 5 farmers' homes today.
Yes, I heard about it.
Well, isn't the destruction of private property against the law in this county?
In this case, there are 2 sides to the question. The farmers are nesting on Diamond D Range. But Anson King was dry gulched yesterday. I'm still looking for the man who killed him.
And if innocent people are killed in the meantime?
This is cowman's country. You ought to know that.
Maybe it wasn't a farmer who killed Mr. King.
Evidence points that way. They all carry those long-barreled squirrel rifles. Nobody else uses them.
You know Vern Pomeroy, don't you, Sheriff?
Sure. He's the land agent. Got an office right next to the courthouse.
Good. Let's go over there.
I don't think Vern's around. I saw him right away less than an hour ago.
Well, that's even better. I want to examine some papers.
Examine some... Wait a minute. I don't know if it'd be exactly legal for me to let you...
I'm interested in justice, Sheriff. So are you.
It don't make sense, but... Well, come on. I'll let you into his place. I don't see how rustling through a land agent's private desk is going to help.
Yeah. This is just about what I expected.
What do you mean?
They're all like this. I wonder which way Mr. Pomeroy was heading when he left here.
Told me he was going to take a ride out to the Diamond D.
Good. That's where we're going, Sheriff. Come on.
Hold on. I got no reason to ride clear out.
I'll give you the reason when we get there.
Who's this?
Kimasabi.
Friend of mine. What did you find out, Tonto?
Me hear Diamond D fella say burn farm at Clear Creek at midnight.
And there's still time to stop them.
Wait. If you're aiming to stop those cowpokes from the Diamond D, I'm telling you right now it can't be done. I'd need a posse of 50
Johnny
men.
King can stop them if we can reach him in time. It's almost midnight now. Ready, Tonto?
You ready?
On, Silver!
Get up, Scout.
And you're not going with us, Johnny?
No, Kelly. You and the boys go ahead and do the job. I've decided I don't want any part of Clear Creek, even to see it burned.
Well, you're the boss. Oh, say, Vern Pomeroy's here with us. Got any objections if he goes along?
I don't care who goes with you. Just get it over with.
Sure. Come on, boys. Let's ride.
Easy, steady. We may be too late. None of the crew are around. Oh, wait a minute. There's a light still burning in the house. Steady, big fella. Wait here for me.
What the? Matt! No outlaw can walk into...
Don't reach for your gun, Johnny. I have some important news for you.
Who are you?
Never mind that. Here, look at these.
What are they?
Homesteader's deeds. I got them from the office of Vern Pomeroy, the land agent.
Nestor's papers haven't got anything to do with me.
Look at these. There's a mortgage attached to every one of them. Pomeroy advanced all the farmers' money, and they mortgaged their claims for security.
What about it?
Look at the dates. Every mortgage is dated to expire tomorrow, providing the owners default their claim by moving off the property.
I don't understand.
The only man who could profit by something like that is Vern Pomeroy. The only way he could be sure they would leave was to start a range war. Start it with murder.
You mean that Pomeroy was the
I'd
one...
be willing to bet there's a squirrel gun instead of a rifle in his saddle boot.
Then it wasn't Sam Afton. Clara's pa. Say, Kelly and the boys are... They rode down there to...
If you hurry, you can stop them.
Clara!
Come on.
She'll be...
Here they come, Sam. I can hear them.
Let them. Keep your sights up, boys. We'll get in the first round. Clara,
Yes, Pa.
you reload the rifle first and keep down, out of the line of fire.
Pa, your leg
A
is...
game leg don't bother my trigger finger.
They're almost here, Sam.
Swing open the windows. Rest your guns on the sills.
Why, there's young Johnny riding up from the rear. And look, ain't that the masked outlaw riding alongside of him?
I thought that kid was on our side.
Why?
Well, give him the first blast, boys. Let him have it.
No! How is he, Isaac?
Oh, much better. Few weeks of rest and he'll be as good as new. Why don't you go in and see him, Clara?
I am.
Who is it?
Johnny.
Clara. What happened?
It's all over, Johnny. Several of the men were hurt. No one seriously except you.
Oh, I'll be all right. I mean, that masked man, did he...
No, he wasn't hurt. It was his shooting that kept it from being a massacre.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Clara. I didn't know
The
until...
sheriff explained everything. He arrested Vern Pomeroy, and Pomeroy admitted the murder of your father.
Gosh, I sure made a terrible mistake.
So did I. And I kept right on making it until I saw you and the masked man riding in front of all those men, trying to stop the shooting. Then I knew.
Knew what, Clara?
Farmers can get along with the cattlemen, Johnny. The West belongs to all of us. We can live and work together.
Sure we can.
There'll be no more fighting. No more blood on the land.
The story you have just heard is a copyrighted feature of the Lone Ranger Incorporated.
This has been a presentation of OTRWesterns.com, and we hope you enjoyed. Please take some time to like and rate our shows in your favorite podcast application. Follow us on Facebook by going to OTRWesterns.com/Facebook. Subscribe to our YouTube channel by going to OTRWesterns.com/YouTube. And send us an email, podcast@OTRWesterns.com. You can call and leave us a voicemail, 707-986-8739. This episode is copyright under the Attribution Non-Commercial Share-alike copyright. For more information, go to OTRWesterns.com/copyright. Have a great day, and thanks for listening.